society needs to do better. We need to understand that when you get married, marriage is supposed to be better than marriage.
The fact that you're still doing what you plan to do is still your life purpose.
Okay.
But when you say find something else to do, you know some people from your normal career, they'll just say, come and open shop. That's not your goal, Oga.
You've not even had an experience in business. Hi guys, welcome to another exciting episode of your favorite show, Talk Time with Winnie. Big shout out to everyone who has been supporting us. Thank you for your kind words on our YouTube channel and our Instagram page. Big shout out to our partners, Beauty by Uyi and Optimus Cut. So guys, today let's talk about love. You know that tingly feeling that love comes with, where it makes you fall head over heels in love with somebody. And you know, it's a beautiful feeling because you have to share your space, your life, your ambitions and all of that with somebody. But you know, it also has its downside, right? Because it comes with a lot of heartbreaks, pain, betrayal, and all of this can derail us sometimes from our life goals and purposes. Earlier in the week, we went into the streets of Akure to hear what the people of Akure had to say about love and how it affects our goals and purpose. If you missed it, please go on our Instagram page, Talk Time with Winnie, to get the response from the people. Today, I have three amazing people who will be doing justice to the topic with me. After this quick break, guys, we'll get to meet them. Our very first guest today on today's episode is Eyitayo Muyiwa. She's the Welfare and Legal Officer at Nigerian Correctional Service. We also have Akinfoluri Oluwatayo Stephen, popularly known as Under Steve-O. He is one of Nigeria's finest event hosts. And finally today on the show we have Gboyega Arowolo. He is a filmmaker and the team lead for Thent Media. Welcome back, guys. I have with me Eyitayo, Gboyega and Under Steve-O. You can tell that this says it's all the ginger, the swagger, you can see beautiful people. Thank you guys for coming on the show. Thank you so much. So Gboyega, I'm going to start with you. As much as we all know that love is a beautiful thing and all of that, can you give us first-hand experience of some of the downsides of love that you have experienced? It's your coffee, eh?
Well, when I really try to remember the times I've been in love, love is sweet. Love makes you turn you to moo. There's this one that say moo. Love makes you a happy moo actually.
A happy moo?
A happy moo. You're happily doing it.
You're happily being it.
Exactly. Love is sweet, but there's just really some downsides to it.
Yeah.
Love can make you quite unproductive as much as it can make you productive. There's the fact that when you fall in love with someone, your productivity actually gets cut by like 30% because now your brain is. Humans, we are born to love. We are creatures of affection. So there's this part of us that just really wants that affection, and it just takes that time off of us. As you're walking, small thing, you want to call somebody, hello baby, how are you? Then one your boss says stays over at work, you're like, I want to close early. Then Saturday I go for something else. You try to like cancel and all of that. And I remember all the extra pools and times I could have actually been invested doing something. But those things are not really bad in itself. Love can really also be a powerful tool. I've once dated someone who really helped my life. She was 8, she's a pusher. Just boy. So when love has a purpose, it is better. So I think it is just better to love with purpose. You have a purpose for falling in love. Does that make sense? So when you love with purpose, it becomes different. It's not just I met this girl, she's beautiful, or I fall in love, then next thing, how are you? I love you, you're beautiful, you're that, then she comes to the house, cook, and I also, empty my accounts and like that. So I think love with purpose just really makes the difference.
Okay, honestly, let me come to you. Let me take it from where this stuff. I like the fact where you said love with purpose. Because, the regular thing is you meet somebody, you guys start having a conversation, graduate into friendship, and then, something comes out of it that we call love, quote and unquote. Loving with a purpose, is it something that happens initially? because I don't see how, you know, once start a relationship and there is already a couple. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Loving with a purpose, is it something that can happen? Like the onset of a relationship, there's already a purpose. Wouldn't that be I don't want to use the word selfishness. Do you understand my question?
I understand.
For example, I'm loving you because of this particular purpose. Do you get my point? For example, I'm a lady rather, I meet a guy who's rich, and my purpose of loving him is because he is rich. You know, when there is a purpose attached initially, is that an issue?
To me, if the purpose is a very good one, there's no issue. Sometimes there are some people, they will like, this is my kind of woman that I want to marry. So when you see that your kind of woman, that's like love with purpose.
Okay, now talking about my kind of woman, I know it doesn't have to be just the physical aspect of, you know, it also has to be, you know, a lot of other things. Now, my kind of woman, is that a purpose? I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Is that a purpose for being in a relationship? Because if you look at the word purpose, do you get my point? Issa, you have something to say about that?
My thought about this is different. Anyway, I feel that we all go into a relationship with a purpose.
It's a purpose.
It could be selfish, it may not be selfish.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
but in a way, there's a purpose.
there's a purpose.
Either they are dating me because you think I'm beautiful, think I represent your brand, I feel you have money to take care of me. There should be something. You just can't
Can either be selfish
can
or
either be selfish
selfless,
or
right?
selfless, yes. You could just like that person because the person is kind. So, but saying that there's no purpose loving someone else.
Okay. So now talk about gender, male, female. Who do you think goes into a relationship most with a selfish purpose?
Ladies.
I didn't
No,
I don't
okay.
I don't
Understand, go please, support me. Support me.
No, but really.
It doesn't have to do with gender.
No, boys, no. Yeah.
I feel
No,
it has a lot to do with
Does it
gender.
default to a particular gender?
Yes.
No gender.
Okay, wait. Now let's look at breakups now. Now, when a breakup happens, what gender has the tendency to enter a relationship faster?
Is that what you used to?
That's not it. No, don't even go there.
We're saying that, okay.
No, the fact that I move on faster does not mean that I end up initially.
See, this would have been better. Okay.
Somebody like you,
Okay.
I love you. And I move on easily as well. So yeah. As long as I'm done with you, I feel like I should move on.
So your goodbye is always a capital letter.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Because at the time I'm saying I'm no longer interested, I have talked about it. I have realized that I'm no longer going. And I want to move on. It does not mean that at the time I was in that relationship, I was not loyal, I did not love you.
Okay.
I had just thought about it and I had moved on. So that has nothing to do with purpose. It is common on it that the male gender always brings relationship. Purpose is it that most times sex? No. I mean,
Wait.
we know.
Now, this see, we don't know this thing actually. Now we're saying that when ladies enter a relationship, do they go into a relationship because they are in love? I mean, let's look at this generation, where we are currently. I don't think so.
No.
Ladies look at a guy, you feel like, oh, this guy is good, then you go on the first visit, okay, look at the apartment, very, very nice.
Okay, let's
You
start.
can even use Big Brother for example.
No, but you can't judge with just that percentage. Okay,
Okay.
let's ladies with your life.
Yes.
Wasn't it because I had money?
Because
It's the
I had
same.
money.
Wasn't it? Did you have enough money to take care of them at that time?
No, I didn't. Okay, but then,
Same as you. Please.
Okay.
All the ladies.
Not same.
If you had dated 10 ladies, just say if you had dated 10 ladies in your life, like, can you certainly tell me that like 9 of them, they said because he had money? You see, no, see, yeah, that's what I'm saying right. So you see that we are back there.
Okay.
So it means that we truly just love you sometimes. We do.
no, we're
Oh, wait.
Something
We're not
apart
saying
from
no, we're
money.
not saying
Okay, so what's it?
something.
Okay, so what is it? Oh, yeah,
Let's
tell
do
me.
something.
What is it?
There are some of these guys, they have charisma to the extent that the way they carry themselves, some ladies fall in love with the guy because of the fact that the way he's packaged and all that. Some like a guy because the guy is quite popular. Some like a guy because the guy can actually trick them very well.
Oh, it's cheap.
Dating to the lines. Kind of.
But then this thing can be
I think it's
for both
ways.
gender. But for me, my personally going girl, I don't know. It's more.
Okay, why do we say that women go into relationship for money or love or maybe because guys popular? It's common knowledge that most guys go in for sex. It is common knowledge.
But
It's common knowledge. You go in, then realize that
Okay,
this baby is nice. No, you go in, then realize this baby is nice. I can actually wipe her.
Actually,
And
yeah.
then you stay. What's the intention?
The initial.
Not all guys.
Not all guys. But then that aside,
I have some guys that when they listen to a particular lady and they're like, wow, because of our voice, I'm going into that relationship.
Okay, so can you actually stay in a honestly, I'm directing to you. So can you actually stay in a relationship with somebody for years and no sex?
Perfect question. Thank you.
Like, I should stay in a relationship with
Be
someone
loyal, be very honest, and you will not cheat
for
on her.
years.
For years, before marriage. I'm not talking of marriage now. I'm talking of dating.
The question is very simple. I can't do.
You can't.
I can't.
Why? Please ask him to.
I can't.
Why?
I just can't.
You didn't do
If you are
it.
not giving me, I'll get it elsewhere.
Why?
But that you are not giving me and I will not
Why?
get it elsewhere.
I said why?
Everything needs to work together for good now.
For which good?
For the good of the relationship.
Which brings us back
okay,
to
We
what
need
I
to
said.
call
this
this
thing
all
is
part
not-
of the relationship.
This thing is simple. Now, you don't have to be in a relationship to get sex.
You don't have.
And these days, guys don't even need to enter a relationship to actually knock anything.
So you are trying to say they are not dating for sex?
Exactly.
Because
You can get sex without. You can actually. It's easier to nail. It's easier to just nail.
Not all
So when
guys.
you
Of
say
course,
that,
no,
so when
we
you
are
say
not
that,
generalizing.
No,
so when
guys
you say
are
that a
actually-
woman is dating you because of money, are you saying she cannot get money?
Now we are not saying all ladies date for money, but now this generation actually people within my I mean not the married folks now, people that are still young like me, not like daddy here.
Like me, I'm not married, I beg.
Young people like me. Bulk of these ladies they actually just want to date for the money, and of course they can get the money elsewhere. Yes, they can, but then getting the money elsewhere also has other things attached.
Even the fact still remains that you just need money for love. Which love are you doing without money? Money is very, very important now.
Back to what I said initially. We are dating for one reason
Or the other.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
Okay,
But
then-
this
So
question,
either positive
this
or
question
negative.
that,
Yes.
that Winnie just asked, I mean, it's possible for. Okay, let me throw the question this way. Now, can let's say a lady does not have money at all, doesn't have anything, she's just fine, just there, and the guy has money. Now, or the guy does not have money. Who has the larger percentage, larger probability of getting into a relationship?
The guy does not have money, but
Yes.
the lady is fine.
The lady is fine.
Is the lady wealthy?
Well, no, she doesn't have money. She's
But
just
she's
fine.
Both of them, they don't have
They
money.
don't have money, but the lady is
But the
fine.
lady is fine.
But the lady is fine.
Exactly.
Then the bros is
You are
fine.
not going to answer that
Hey,
question.
the bros is fine. You can
But he doesn't have money.
Okay,
They
but
can both
now
enter
money-
into a relationship.
who has now? I'm not saying they can't both enter, but then who has the larger percentage of getting into a relationship first?
Both of them.
Both
Some
of
girls
them.
like men that don't have money.
And they are fine.
And
Thank
they are
you.
fine.
Give
Wait,
me the
okay.
address.
Do you know
that's-
every girl
wait,
that
that's-
do you know I know girls that can't compromise that?
That-
No matter how rich you are, if you're not fine, they can't date you.
Yes.
Okay, on that
In
level,
fact, you know, some ladies will even tell you they don't want you to have too much money because if you have too much money, you start cheating on them.
we are four.
Yeah.
We are four here, yeah.
That's the truth.
Can you date a guy? Now let's say you're not married. Now can you date a guy that doesn't have money?
Why not?
You can.
Yes.
I don't believe it.
I can't.
Why?
Wow.
I can't.
So what will you be doing? You'll be pushing this
If
dream.
you know me well, you know I'm the long
Okay.
time, not the money
Let me
time.
give you an example.
Okay.
I used to date a guy when I was in school. I didn't have money. But anyway, I can't say he wasn't poor. He had a regular job. You can't tell me he's rich. He was just there.
And you had other people to see that had more money.
And yes, I had like
So what do you want?
I was heading to law school, and then he said, "I like to marry." I remember I said no, yeah. But I remember telling my friends that I'm not saying no because he does not have money. I have other reasons for saying no. I told my friend, I said, I'm not saying no because he does not have money because I know that I really have money. At least to take care of myself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how he's going to take care of his own self, but I will take care of myself, my own self. Don't bother. But I'm saying no because of other reasons. So it's not all. I know I have friends that actually dated guys without money.
You're not saying these things.
Everybody has different things they look at.
Of course.
Me.
And the
no matter,
relationship is sweet.
me. No matter
Without
how
money.
okay, let me put it like this.
Okay.
Me, no matter how rich you are
Okay.
or how fine you are, if you're not nice to me, as I mean nice, loyal, respectful, I can't date you. I don't feel see you. I cherish those things too much to compromise. That's it for me.
But I think we need to balance.
And you can be rich
And not have.
and don't have those things. It won't work with us.
But let's balance this thing, madam. Let's balance this thing. Now,
Yes.
If you are going in this
It's a
direction,
personal thing.
if you are going in this direction, that means you are saying that poor people have the nice characteristics.
No!
That's not what she
Yeah,
said.
getting it wrong.
Now, rich people also actually have these qualities.
Yeah. It makes it better.
It makes it
somebody
Are
like
you
that.
saying that? Oh,
It makes it
are you
better.
saying I'm saying that I'll be going for poor people?
No.
Because the truth is, yeah, actually, guys, I'm not saying that a guy that is rich but lack other qualities.
Yeah.
Still will date.
But then you still won't date the poor guy too.
If there's a rich guy that has all the money,
Why is a rich guy that has all
Why
the
don't
qualities?
I poor person?
So we are back to the same thing. Yes.
No.
Okay.
My sister,
This is like,
that poor guy will keep extorting you till he will leave you. What about that?
No.
Are you
See,
sure?
we should stop talking with one perspective.
Okay.
Or one story I've heard. I've heard different stories. I've met people that they said both. See, it's not, there's nothing cast in stone. Yeah, let me put that. There's nothing cast in stone. You can't say because it's like this, it's really like this. No. There's nothing cast in stone.
Okay.
There's nothing like this. There's no one way to things. I always say this, especially when it comes to love. You can't say. You don't know how it's going to end. You can't. You can, for some reason, what if you eventually start dating, guy get rich? It happens.
It happens.
What you guys making it look like?
You use your glory to boost his glory.
I
love your faith.
That's not it.
I'm a love enthusiast,
But
yes.
it happens.
I'm a love enthusiast. And I believe that it is possible for two people to fall in love genuinely and things get better for them like that. But we are just looking at the current
This
situation.
present generation.
Exactly, this present
I know a family, they
generation.
started with a room self-con, 5 children.
In fact, you can't
Who
even
can
date-
do that
you can't even
now?
date with a room- Wait, they
Like
But there are still girls that do that.
a room self-con, you got married in that one room self-con, 5 children in that one room self-con.
No, those ones are
The woman
profitable.
is
That's
in
even
it.
why this one has no.
Wait.
Which one is profitable? When I
Is
say
that even
no,
why?
which one is profitable?
That's why you need to do. Is that the definition
You now know the funny part of it. You know the funny part of the whole
It's
story.
something that
You know the funny part of the whole story. The woman was, I think, secondary school dropout, and later she went to school. I don't just want to cast them because now they are so wealthy. They have houses, but they started with a room,
That brings up
5 children in a room. But who can do that in this generation?
I
Yeah,
will
people
advise
can do
me.
that.
But you said something.
Don't forget
Wait.
there are some guys that
Wait,
can give you
but you-
300,000 for transport fare because you're a beautiful girl. Will you still stay with that bros?
What are you talking about? Why
That's
you
it.
just no?
When you get to my
ignoring-
junction, call me. I will give you bike money. No,
See,
let's balance.
That's why I say something
They're
about
nice
this
that do
generation.
that.
That's why I say something about
There are
this
actually
generation.
fine ladies
Okay,
that
this
do that.
generation.
Yeah, this generation. I say
That
something
will
about.
that will leave a guy that is mobile with exotic car and
Because
follow a
it's not
guy.
with that money.
Yeah, I guess
Oh,
it's say
okay.
something. I always say something about this
this
generation.
is fucked up.
Oh,
It is
yes, that's what I
fucked
want to use. I want to say, pardon my word. This generation is fucked up.
up. It's fucked up.
But for me, I still feel that I was supposed to be born in really some generation.
Not this one.
Not this one.
Okay.
Because the way I still reason is different.
Mm.
Look at the way you're emphasizing on money,
Yes,
money,
because
and money. Wait,
relationship is
why are
money.
you ignoring? Oh, no, why are you ignoring other factors? Why you see? Why you ignoring violence?
Okay.
Why? So because it's giving me wait. Because it can give me 300,000, I should what marry him because I'm a violent person. Why you guys emphasizing on money, money, money?
All
It's
things,
just
all
like,
things, all
see,
things.
it's just like, wait guys, it's just like you are dating a girl,
Okay.
beautiful, picture perfect, everybody's like, oh, fine girl.
But she's arrogant,
But
she's
for some
proud.
reason, you know you cannot
No,
have
the thing is
her.
that can't be the only. We're not saying that. See, it's possible for somebody to have all of these things. Sorry for me for me to meet a girl and then ask all of this whole thing. It is possible. For this generation, you can't even go on a date if you don't have
Don't
money.
say
Even
that.
sorry, we're
Don't
talking
say
we're
that.
talking
We have
about
situations
Don't
where
say that.
I'm
you
saying
can't-
that.
Don't go on
See, no.
No, really.
No, I know.
we're still talking
I
about
know.
purpose.
Wait, guys, we
Okay.
have relationships where a guy and a girl go on a date and the girl will pay. What's there?
What kind of
We
girl
have
is you
relationships.
guys
See, we have relationships
No,
where
no, no,
see,
no,
let me tell you
no,
something.
no,
We have we have relationships where the lady would even pass her
I like to spoil people. I like to spoil my
Yeah,
guy.
that you look like
You
you're
need to
doing
meet
things.
people
We
like
have
you.
ladies who are
Yeah, everybody wins.
we have ladies who are
It's
supporting.
There are
This
ladies
is where you
that
are
have-
going to look for these ladies. I think that
No,
is
the
the
thing
issue.
is-
I think you shouldn't go on with this mindset. See, open
Okay.
your heart to realize
My-
that
my heart-
There
there
are
are
good people out there.
people out there.
There are
Of course,
people out there.
of course,
They
there
will
are.
able to hook you up. You better tell me.
Okay, and
stop
now
running.
see, the thing is, there are good people out there, and I believe
Okay,
that.
okay, guys. Now, back to the topic of today. Life goals, life purpose. Now, you see those bachelors, those eligible bachelors that are, I don't know, you know, there are plenty, and that's why you know them now.
Of marriageable age.
Yes, that they have, you know, they have what it takes to be married, raise kids, but they are still very single. You know, there are some ladies too who are like that. Great job, good career, everything is going on well for them. They have everything it takes to be married, but they're still not, you know, getting married. Honestly, though, in 2 minutes, can you tell me, do you think these people are afraid of something?
A lot of them.
I know it's not about, for the guys, I know there's this popular opinion that, it's because their eyes still outside, you understand that kind of thing. But do you think that there's something that some of these people are afraid of? Talking about purpose and life goals, do you think there's something they're afraid of?
A lot of these people, they always have this notion that for me to wait this long, I shouldn't marry wrong. So they have boxes they want to tick when they see their woman. Like, does she have this? Does she have this? Does she have this? Some of them will have 5 boxes. Some will have 7 boxes. So, for example, someone that has 7 boxes to tick in a lady, and all the ladies is missing, you could see 3 boxes. So that person will keep looking and keep waiting.
But do you think that's looking for a perfect person?
I don't know, but that's to their own understanding.
Do you think so? That that's looking for a perfect person?
For me, I think that once you check like 5 as percent group, you're able to go. Depending on if the 5 is priority. I always say what are your priorities in a person. For some people, she has to be 5. Some people they can't compromise, she has to be tall. So once you get that, and you feel that you guys suitable,
For the question you asked, understand. Now, people that are probably would stay when they have everything, it's just really to still find the right person. Because there's no point, when it gets to that point, your fear has a lot to do with what if I meet somebody and everything just scatters. And then the peace of mind you have, when you get to a certain age, peace of mind becomes paramount. When you have your money, you have your job, everything is set for you. You don't want to lose that peace. You don't want something that will just scatter all your life. So you're patiently waiting to meet the right person. And then there's this fear that, okay, maybe they're after my money, that kind of thing. This girl that if you have everything set for you as a guy, and then it is very possible that most ladies that will probably walk into your life, when they see all of that,
Because of what you want to get
it can exactly, you just start thinking that next thing like this, they are thinking about what they will get from you and all of that. So it will make you be very, very cautious to get married.
Okay, guys, we'll go on a quick break, and when we come back, we'll continue our conversation.
Bringing ideas to life is one of the greatest achievements of mankind. When imaginations meet creativity, style, identity, confidence is what we get. At Optimus Cult, we create a lifestyle you desire.
Kai, I'm going to ask you the very salient question. This purpose and life goals that we're talking about, which gender do you think it affects the most when they get into a new relationship? They just forget about every other thing.
Of course, the female gender.
Our gender. Our
There's
gender.
no argument.
Yeah, what do you
about
think? What do you think is the reason why they do that? Because I feel like they just sometimes we just let me say we tend to just forget about everything and just focus on that relationship. You understand? What do you think? Why do you think we do that?
I think it's because we love you and we love you. And when you are taking a decision as a single person, it's different when you have a relationship hanging over your head. You want to compromise, you want to know how that person feels about it. You have a feeling, we just want to ask you, baby, do you think I should take on this job? Baby, do you think I should travel to Zamfara, even though it would help my career? You just want to know. Of course, the answer will be, no, now, don't you think that's doing too much? I don't think that that would bring us apart. And you want to rethink that. Do I really want to move closer to this guy or no? So it shouldn't be that way. Anyway, it shouldn't be that way because you are a person first before the relationship. So you shouldn't pause your life. You shouldn't pause. But it is what it is. Especially when the relationship has grown to the point where you are getting married. Start to put things in place. I, for one, am not supposed to be in Akure. But for some reason, I'm in Akure today because my husband got transferred to Akure. I had to follow. So it's just what it is. But I like to tell people, especially married people, or when the relationship is serious enough to be married, when you are at a place, it doesn't really have to be the woman. See now, let's talk about it. Who is anymore? I think that should be the reasonable thing to do. That's what I feel. Who do you think is anymore? We got to that conclusion. I said, I'm not babe, I think that you're doing very well because your business is doing well, your job, everything. But let's think about it. I'm still everywhere better than you, by the way. And it's not something that you still can't do when you're in a career. So I had to compromise. So it's always on the woman, the society that we have, it's just life basically. And then we get to just understand. We get to understand that they are a man, they are men, we should let them do what they want to do. It's just it shouldn't be that way, like I said.
Okay.
We are an entity for the relationship. All that shouldn't die because we need to.
Okay, but I'm going to ask you this question. Do you think that we are doing it too much in terms of compromise, sacrificing almost everything? Do you think we are doing too much? Because I believe men to fall in love deeply. I know that for sure. But somehow, somewhere, aside the fact that they are supposed to be the breadwinners, so there are some things that they will not want to give up and all of that. Do you think, in your heart, tell me the truth, that sometimes women are giving up too much when it comes to their goals, what they want to be? Because women sometimes before you get into all of these relationships, you hear women say, "I want to be this, I want to be that, I want to be this, I want to be that." But once the relationship don't enter like this and love don't enter, we just tend to forget. Do you think we are giving up too much?
Generally, yes, I think so. Because society has not really been, history has not really been fair on women, generally, female gender. That's one part I don't want to do because you get to learn about all of these things. Now, ladies, society has painted in such a way that it is on the part of the female gender to compromise.
Yeah.
So just purely sacrifices. The husband says we are going to Cotonou tomorrow. You just call your boss, sir, I've resigned, I'm not coming to work again. Why? You transferred my husband to Cotonou. And even when it starts to get towards marriage, start getting to the point that, babe, I'm settling in Abuja, or you're already in Akure, when are you transferring or moving to Abuja and all of that. So I feel like it's something society needs to correct. It's something we all need to understand, that there is coming into marriage means you're coming to become one with your partner, and both of you have to look from the perspective of what is best. Now, personally for me, I'm an advocate of happiness. joy, living a fulfilled life. So I believe that if you have to also compromise too much, you end up not being happy. Because it might not count now, but by the time you give birth to your children, and your children are now grown, and then you now want to live a life, and then you now look back at everything you could have been, especially when you now see women who actually became who they want to become. And then you just have to look at it like, I could have also been, I've met people, I was working on a documentary one time where we were interviewing people about their life goals and all that. And we had majority of women, more women, I tell you that, I would have been a singer, I would have been an actor, I would have been this, I would have been that. But I don't know what happened. Life happened, and nobody will tell you to choose their husband and their children. But for men, it's not like that. It's just like, what's the clinical update? You have to just blend in like that.
Yeah.
So, like she said, we need to come to the point where we have to understand that goals matter in this life. And that is why I would always say, that's how I would still go back to loving with a purpose. You don't just fall in love like a moon. You talk about these things before you even think of exactly, it must align. You have to, okay, babe, what do you want to do? Like Mrs. Uyina, she just said, I want to go into vlogging and then I want to do this one, and the husband just be like, no. You open a supermarket or a shop, I start the provision, I open the provision stuff for you, I go to work, I come back, like that. So you just have to get to that point where you have to ask these questions. Does your goals align? Your purpose in life, is it aligning? Are you going to get married to somebody that would stop you from doing all of these things? And these things you will definitely know before you get into. Nobody can fake. When it comes to this particular topic, nobody can actually fake it. If a man is not comfortable with your progress, is not comfortable with some things you're doing, you would have known before you get married.
Okay, you want to say something?
Well, you used a particular word I will not talk about. It's not necessarily not loving, not in sync with your progress. That's not it. It's just saying that at some point in our lives, we will go through situations like this. It's just normal. We have to compromise. It's either the guy. So don't think that compromise won't come up in a relationship or at some point it has to. Now, what we are talking about is why must the lady always compromise? We should change that. But it's going to happen at some point. You can't, especially in our society, except you are doing your business. In fact, when you are doing your business, sometimes you tend to get out of town, you want to progress, you want to start another business in another town, and you work with someone else. You know that it's not towards the progress of the marriage, of the relationship. So there's supposed to be a compromise. So that guy saying, I won't open that branch in Abuja because it will affect our marriage. But do we see guys doing that? We have this guy saying that I don't want to go further in my career because it will affect the relationship. But you see women saying, it's better I don't be the manager of so branch in Abuja because it will affect my relationship. That's where I think the problem is. But at some point in every relationship, you need to be a compromise. It's normal.
Yeah, honestly, let me ask you this question before we round up. Men, because I feel like men have a lot of role to play in this thing, this whole, the men and their life goals and how relationship has affected a lot of people and all that. Men, do you think that men sometimes are selfish?
Most times.
Most times.
Not sometimes.
Most times. Thank you. Most times.
Yes.
Yes. So, what do you think men should do better to help people? Because when you marry a person, when somebody is committed to you, it doesn't mean that their life should stop.
Sure.
Right? It doesn't mean that their life should stop. Like you said, they were first an entity before they became a union with you. So, what do you think that men should do better? How do you think they need to reduce this whole selfishness, so to speak?
We should. I feel men should try and balance this whole thing because, for example, I'm just citing an example now. Probably the wife, before they got married, the wife is doing well in Abuja. Uncle is doing well in Lagos. And they talked about relocating, and the wife said, okay, no problem, we're going to Lagos. I'll move from Abuja to Lagos. And now they're even transferring Oga from Lagos to Benin. So to me, I feel if the guy wants to be fair as a man, you should look for an alternative for him in Benin before you even talk about you people moving to Benin. This thing has affected not just the home, but also the children. You keep changing their schools. There are some kids that primary 1 was in another state, primary 2 was in another state, and it will affect their brain, their cerebral and all that. So I just feel if you are even moving your wife, you should be apologetic about it.
Yes.
How do you?
I like that. I like that word. I like that word.
How on earth will you be apologetic about it? You
Yes.
look for alternatives
She's
for her.
no, when she's saying, do you have people who are not apologetic about it? Yes.
There are people who are
There-
Some people
not
are
Yes.
apologetic
There are
about
some people who
But
feel
some-
like
some people
whenever I
just-
say like, oh yeah,
But,
we're moving.
but you know that what you said, we are back to what we are saying. Okay. I don't know. I'm trying to see the best thing to use.
Okay, while you're
Give
thinking
it to
about
me.
that,
Okay.
society.
I'm doing well in maybe banking.
Okay.
I don't know, there's bank everywhere. So I don't. Okay.
Let's say makeup or business,
Okay.
like a personal
Let's say
business.
makeup. Let's say makeup. Or I don't want to use makeup. You can still try.
Because
Even
irrespective
though
of
you
how
start in
popular
all
where you are starting
You know,
as
no, it doesn't matter. The fact that you're still doing what you plan to do is still your life purpose.
an okay.
But when you say find something else to do, you know something from your normal career, they'll just say, come and open shop. That's not your goal, Oga.
You've not even had an experience in business.
And you're telling me to come and open shop because you just want to engage. That's exactly what she's saying. It's totally changing your life purpose. And your goal is not saying finding something to do. That's not that. Do you know what it means to be fulfilled in life? Like I'm doing it. What Winnie is doing is like fulfillment. She's doing what she loves. You know, it's different from just opening a shop. Fine, I'm doing something. I'm not sitting down waiting for you to give me money. But that's still not my life goal. That's still not my life purpose. I'm a lawyer, and you're saying, come to Ibadan and come and open shop. Because you know you can't it's not really comfortable doing this law thing and your family. It's still selfishness. Why men don't stop? Their life don't stop. It goes on like that. And it's really unfair sometimes. You listen, and like he said, I've heard, I'm not a victim, but I've heard plenty of people saying a lot of things like that. I really wanted to be an actress, and I'll not be like, no, I can't be an actress. You know, it's not nice. But the man can go ahead and be an actor. I want to be a musician. You know, sometimes you guys go on tours. It's not really nice for the family. It just stops like that because you're in a relationship, and it's truly not nice. So, like I said, it's not even an argument. We bear the brunt more. Yeah. When it comes to
On a final note, before we round up, how do you think we can balance this up? In like 1 minute so we can round up.
Society needs to have a reorientation first. Because now we need to come back to the definition of marriage. Now, does marriage mean that you just get married to somebody and then you give birth to children while the man just goes ahead and be the face of the whole thing?
Sorry to cut you. Should I? You know, there are some people who even in ordinary boyfriend girlfriend they have lost their focus and.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've
Those ones, they lost course already.
The thing is, both of those people is that same mindset that also carries them into marriage. Because let's say from their parents now, they've learned that it has to be the man. It has to be the man that has to do everything. So the man wakes up and says, baby, I think that we're going to our village. I mean, when I went to Benin to shoot one time like that, we went to one particular forestry, what about ministry, something there. And we got there was this woman with her children. Now the man was just there. When we started talking, trying to interview her, we started crying. We had to stop recording. And then she was like, they had to move from where they were to the village. Because our husband said that they should go to the village. That's well. I can't remember the whole story around it. But that was, her life stopped like that. And this woman was in the forest cutting firewood to go. I mean, I was almost crying for this woman. Society needs to do better. We need to understand that when you get married, marriage is supposed to be better than one. It's supposed to help you. You're supposed to progress more. I love power couples. Not that the husband is there somewhere there and then the wife is somewhere. Everybody should be happy, and that is why, as a lady or as a guy, don't settle until you meet someone that can give you that platform. I'm telling you that aligns, because I've seen beautiful marriages. I've seen men doing awesome things and their wives too doing awesome things. Imagine Mrs. Iweala now. Imagine she had married someone who would have said, no, open is Grace supermarket.
Not even open is Grace supermarket. I'll take care of the bills.
I'll take care of the
full housewife.
Exactly. So instead of imagine she had met somebody like that would have been the end for her.
Yeah.
So apart from society getting to reorientate our men, that we are two individuals, we are humans, two persons with dreams, with ambitions. So just to find someone who your ambition can match up with. There are men too that their lives have been cut short because they married one. They say after they have put fire on bomb so much, we just settle for the peace that okay, fine. Listen, so we need to reorientate ourselves and also not settle until we find someone that can. I mean, if she had married someone who would not give her the platform to do, you want to do, no, what do you need this for? I was like, oh, you're supposed to go. Exactly. You should be responsible. I mean, that's how some men think. I mean, that's how they think. So we just need to not settle until we find people that can align with our goals, people that we know that will give us that kind of platform.
So it's not just about the feeling now. It's not just about how you feel about this person. Your goals have to align. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for coming on the show. I learned so much. Itaya with the sauce, Understandable with the ginger, Wega with the swagger. So guys, go on a quick break and when we come back, we'll move to the game session of the show. Welcome back, guys. It's the game session of the show, and I still have with me Understandable, Itayo, and Boyega. So guys, right on this game session, I have with me 3 papers that they are randomly going to be picking from. 2 yeses and a no. 2 people have to pick yes. The 2 people who pick yes are going to participate in the game. Okay, so it's a game of puzzles. We have one bag that contains a puzzle of fish and the other one contains a puzzle of elephants. So we want to see who's going to fix their puzzles first. Are you people ready?
Can I go first?
I'm ready to
Are you people ready?
I'm ready to begin. I'm very possible.
Please, Understandable is going last, please.
Let me shake you very well.
Understandable is going last, please.
Very well. Yeah.
Understandable is going last.
So if you have 2 yeses, if you have a yes, just let me know.
Please tell me say no. No!
Okay, so the game is between Understandable and Itayo.
So is this yes? Why yes?
Why yes?
Understandable was trying to pick the no.
Okay, so guys.
Something.
Okay, guys, so you have 10 minutes to throw out you have 10 minutes to throw out the puzzle and pick. The time is 2:15 p.m. Your time starts now.
This what? This is
a fish and this is an elephant. Your time starts now. Yes, this is a fish, this is an elephant. Wega, should we be singing for them?
Yes, sir.
Go Taya, go Steve, go Taya, go Steve, go Taya, go Steve, go Taya, go Steve, go Taya, go Taya, go Steve, go Taya.
Can we have a picture of the fish?
Don't worry, fish.
Oh, that's not how that is supposed to enter. You're supposed to be able to hold it as a whole
Don't
fish.
distract
Okay, I should not distract
I'm going
you.
to hold this as a whole picture.
Till Jesus come, I can't arrange it.
Oh my god. Taya, I'm rooting for you. My gender, I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you.
Did you say this is supposed to be a fish?
This is the fish, this is the elephant.
Like normal fish.
Okay, you know what, Boyega? Join your gender. Let's join your gender.
No,
Don't join your gender. Don't join your
No, you should not join. She should not join.
Let's join.
No, you should not join.
Why?
You should not join. Because you know how to set this in already.
Why? And it's scattered.
She knows how to set it already.
Should I join Understandable and join it time?
Please come.
Oh, don't do that.
No.
Come, please. Come.
Boy.
Do now, you are saying
No,
we
be
are.
doing it.
Do now.
Hey, it's something.
I think this is supposed to be like. It's okay. No. It's supposed to like enter inside something like this. I don't know.
It's a song now. Complete lyrics. I know that one. If it is to fight now, I know that one. But this one,
Okay, this one
I don't think this is for it.
fish.
It's actually not someone.
are you sure it's complete?
Yes, it is.
I don't know someone in this kind of
Ha.
This one has to
Understandable, you're not helping me.
I'm learning.
Learning what?
I'm learning.
Understandable, you're not helping me.
I'm helping you. Just call the
What kind of partner are you?
Call the color. I'll use it.
Oh God. Ah!
Ah.
Ha!
Oh my goodness.
I'm sure we've not mixed these things up.
No.
This is not entry at all.
Enter.
Okay, this is it. You are the
And this one too. This one should be good.
You have 2 minutes, yeah? So it should be. No, it's not. There's 2 minutes. One will be there, one will be somewhere here. Something's supposed to be like
Understandable, you know you're not doing anything anymore.
I know. I'm encouraging you.
this. 2 minutes, yeah?
You are doing well.
Let's do
No,
this.
I don't think. Okay, this is the trunk. Ah, awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
No, this is not good.
No. Awesome. Awesome.
Just keep doing it.
Understandable! What kind of understandable is this now?
Keep doing it. Pause is not my
This
thing.
is it.
Come on, understandable.
Pause is not my thing.
What's your thing? Hey God. See, understandable. See, understandable, what you are making me do. Oh God. Oh God. Understandable is a terrible partner.
I'm sorry. It's not an elephant.
Give it up! Give it up! Give it up!
Let me see. Don't mind it.
We did it!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not my fault.